Yeah, good afternoon, ladies. And if you are in your 40s or 50s, then you're in the right place. And I want to have a chat with you about the biggest mistake women in that demographic make when they're trying to lose weight. Now, there's a few of them, as you're probably aware, if you think about it, but one in particular that I think is a little bit of a deal breaker. And the reason I'm thinking that is because I had a client this morning, and it was very tempting for us to go back into the same old, repeat the pattern. She wasn't really aware of it. It was tempting for me as a practitioner to just say, let's try harder, but no, it's not going to work. So if you're in your 40s and 50s, then some of the things that you might be experiencing, particularly if you're the late 40s and perhaps perimenopausal or menopausal, is this perhaps unexplained weight gain and a real feeling of out of control because of that. Because you're doing all the right things, right? And you either want to stop the weight gain or even lose weight, and you're wondering, well, I did that dieting thing in my teens and 20s and 30s. I really don't want to go back there. I totally get you. I'm totally on board with that. It's got to be different, right? You may be having some symptoms associated with being overweight. Maybe it's affecting your hot flushes or your self-esteem. Often there's a real decline in confidence as we get to that age, and it's really nice when we can look at ourselves in the mirror and put our clothes on and they fit well and we feel proud and a little bit gorgeous. That does absolute wonders for our self-esteem, of course, and our confidence. And confidence is everything, right? Confidence is everything. So I am just talking to you quickly about this biggest mistake because it's really critical. And how it starts is, especially this time of year when there's so many options for losing the weight. And nothing wrong with any of them. If they work, fantastic. If that's your favorite thing, great. But just look out. Because the other thing, I was just reading this menopause product briefing, and it was saying, take this product and you can lose weight without changing your lifestyle and all that rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. So this biggest mistake is, first of all, trying to be 100% perfect. So going in, it's the all or nothing thing. Diving in, I'm excited about this new program. It's going to work for me, and I'm going to be 100%. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be a good girl, and do all the right things. And then the first hurdle that you hit, like this client example this morning, her husband brought her breakfast in bed on Saturday morning. How fantastic is that? But he brought her eggs and bread and things that were off the program, right? And so she immediately went from that to hitting the first hurdle, and then kind of gave up, kind of went, oh, well, I've bombed it now. I may as well just keep going. And unfortunately, associated with all of that is this lots of beating yourself up. Like, I'm hopeless, I can't do this, and I've been here before, and maybe I can't do it, and I'm, all this horrible beating up stuff. And so then there's this stuff it. I'm going to do in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm going to just do whatever I want. I'm going to eat whatever I want. Blow the world. I'm so over constraints and restrictions. That's very typical. And then there's that working your way back into the mindset to come into something 100% again. And it's really hard. It's like forcing yourself to do something. And then, of course, this thing is kind of punishing. It feels punishing. And nobody loves that. Can you relate to that? Can you relate to that? Hello down there. Hello. So there's this vicious circle. I'm going to be good. The first breakdown, I'm bad. Give up. go for your life and eat everything in sight, and then try and work back towards getting back into it again 100%. So it doesn't work. Really, we have to catch ourselves doing this, and we have to circuit break it, because it's a loop. It's a vicious circle. It keeps you stuck. If you are feeling stuck with your weight loss, then you're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And even though you know it's not going to work, you get seduced. You get seduced. And I don't want you to do that anymore. I want you to get results. So, hi Pratibha, hi Amanda. Now, how do you get out of this vicious circle? Somewhere along the way you have to break it, and that's easy to say, and I'm actually not going to tell you the exact answer because it's different for everyone, and you need to find it yourself. Have a look. What am I doing? It's the same pattern, the same old. And once you've recognized it in yourself, ask yourself, how can I do something different? What's going to be the difference, the deal breaker? And I'll tell you what it has to do. It has to do with transforming punishment into pleasure, or doing things because you're bad to, I'm going to do things because I love myself. It's turning hate into love. It's turning self-punishment into kindness. It's around that. There's your answer. So I'm not going to hold you up much longer. I know you're busy with your days, as I am, but I would like to just mention that if you're struggling with this and you'd like to work with someone, that's what I do. Nutrition and coaching together, nutrition, naturopathy, and supporting you in making permanent changes in your eating habits and your lifestyle. So if you're interested in just having a conversation, just finding out a little bit more information, would you like to just check me out and ask your questions and find out how much it is and what you're up for and all that stuff? All you have to do is, well, you can direct message me if you're already connected with me, or you could text me, and I'm going to give you my number, 0409 774 790. All you have to do is text me and say, Brenda, it's blah blah. I'd like to know more. Can I chat with you? And we'll set up a time. And then, you never know, 2021 may be the best year of your life. I'll just finish off with this lady this morning that I had. When we went through this process with her, honestly, she was like, I just want to have another breakdown so I can deal with it differently and see what happens. This is blowing my mind. I've always done the same thing over and over since I was 4 years old, she said. My mum told me I was overweight. I told me I was overweight. Everyone told me that. My family have diabetes. My family, break the habit, break the pattern. That's so wonderful to see you all. Thank you very much for watching. And if you're watching on the recording, thank you as well. Take care and have a marvelous day. I promise you I'll be back with more.